Hi, this is Suzanne Wells, and in this video I'm going to show you a few ways to help keep your eBay and Amazon purchases organized. One question I get from clients and new sellers is, how do I organize everything? What do I do with receipts? And I've been doing this since 2003, so this is just my process. If you ask 10 different sellers, you're going to find 10 different ways to do this, but hopefully there'll be some information in here that will help you. People often ask, why is organizing inventory important? They may think, this is a home business, I can do this any way I want to, why do I need to have a system, why does it matter? Really, being organized just saves time. You can find what you need quickly, and you don't spend valuable time looking for things. You want to spend that time doing income producing activities. Being organized will save you money. You won't lose products, be put in a bag, be stuck in a cabinet, find them 6 months later, they've expired. Things won't get damaged as often or misplaced. Just remember that you can't sell or return to a store what has expired or what you can't find. Also, an organized workspace reduces stress because you can locate items easily. You're not surrounded by clutter all the time, because clutter does create anxiety and chaos, and you will waste time looking for things. Also, at tax time, being organized will definitely save you time and probably money too. Your organized records and receipts will be handy so that all you have to do is plug in the information into your tax return or hand it over to your accountant. Even if you can remember the cost of your inventory, what you paid for things, so that you can figure out whether you're making a profit or not, you still need to have this information organized to have it to enter into your tax returns. Really, this matters because the government says it matters. You can go to the link at the bottom of this page here and read exactly what they're saying about why you need these records. I won't read the whole thing to you here, but basically this is going to show your income, your deductions, and you need to have these records to show to the IRS if needed. Specifically for those involved in e-commerce or even brick and mortar stores, any type of retail selling activity, the IRS says that you do need to have receipts showing your purchases of items for resale. That would be canceled checks, cash register receipts, credit card receipts, or invoices. So if you want to argue about, I don't really need to keep records, I can remember everything, I don't need to do that, you would need to talk to the IRS because they're the ones that are requiring it. And finally, one last thing about being organized is that an organized workspace helps you make more money because you're able to use your time more efficiently, reduce waste, whether it's products, money, or time, and you'll have a less stressful business environment. Again, being unorganized is a huge time waster. That's time you could be spending doing income producing activities rather than looking for something you bought, you can't find, you have to ship it. So it will help you save time and money. The best tip I can give to new people is to buy smaller, manageable batches of items, simply because when you work with smaller batches, you won't feel so overwhelmed and you can get your work done faster. Completing smaller tasks creates a sense of accomplishment and self-confidence and motivates you to keep going. So if you go to Big Lots or Goodwill or the thrift store or anywhere, get home, unload your stuff, finish that batch, and then go shopping and get more items. So here are the steps. As soon as you get home, take everything out of your car that you've purchased, bring it inside, and organize your items in a sorting area. You want it to look something like this. Everything's laid out. You can see exactly what you have. If you're lucky enough to have a space for this, that's great to have a dedicated space just for sorting your items. If not, just do the best you can. You don't want it to look like this. Things are going to get lost, things are going to expire, you're not going to remember what's in the bags. This right here is chaos. This to me says wasted money, wasted time. So really try to be organized. It does take time, but it's worth the effort. The next thing you want to do is put your receipts in a designated place for safekeeping. As soon as you walk in the door, if you've got the receipts in your pocket or your purse or they're in the bags, wherever they are, get them all out, put them somewhere until you can deal with them. So I just stick mine on top of my desk under a paperweight. That's where they always go. And then later when I record everything in my spreadsheet, I know exactly where my receipts are. Okay, the next part is to organize what you've bought. For Amazon FBA, I just leave everything on my sorting table and I work there. I work up that batch, get it out the door before I buy anything else. If it's for eBay, I will put the items away until I can list them, since listing on eBay does take more time and it's more of a dedicated effort to do that. When I first started, I just used plastic tubs like this so that you can see what's inside, and the labels on the outside was the type of item, whether it was sweaters, children's clothing, household, whatever, so that you can see what's in there, but it's out of the way. The dog's not going to get a hold of it and eat it and tear it up. The kids aren't going to play with it. It's not going to get coffee spilled on it. It's neatly out of the way. Nothing's going to be wasted or ruined like this. The next step is to get the items listed. This is so important. Do this before you buy anything else. Customers cannot buy what is listed. Get it listed so it can be purchased and you can make money. I can't stress this enough. Do not proceed with buying more items until you have already listed the items you purchased. That money can be working for you while you're out buying more things and processing other items. You will never run out of opportunities to buy inventory, but you can miss opportunities for sales if your inventory is not listed. People get so stuck on, I've got to go buy stuff, I've got to go buy stuff. You're never going to run out of chances to buy things. But if all you're doing is buying and not listing, you can't sell what you already have. People can't see it, they can't buy it. So if this is new to you and you're one of these shopper people that just love to shop, 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 you've got to make dedicated time to list your items. So the bottom line is the previously purchased inventory can be selling while you're out buying your next batch of items. The next step is to record your purchases in a spreadsheet. I do this at least weekly. You don't want them to pile up and become overwhelming and all of a sudden you've got 100 receipts to record. Try to do this on a regular basis. Some people do it every single time they come home with items, they've got a receipt, they enter it in their spreadsheet. Some people do it twice a week. Come up with a schedule at least weekly to record these purchases. The word spreadsheet scares people. If you don't have any experience, that's okay, you can learn. This is really important because you can sort your spreadsheet by different criteria. This is the one I use. It's the eBay and Amazon sales tracking spreadsheet. You can find it at the link below. It's $30 one-time purchase. You can use it forever. I like this because you can sort by category. You can sort by where you bought things. You can sort by any of the headings here. So if you want to focus on a certain area like toys or health and beauty, you can sort your sales and you can see where you're doing the best and where you want to focus. But this is just basically what it looks like. You plug in what you bought, where you purchased it, the date you purchased it. This is really important if you ever have to return something. The cost per item, the quantity, and then it gives you a total for how much you have in inventory. That's really important too, to know how much money you have tied up in inventory. If you've got $5,000 in inventory but you're only making $800 a month, you might want to reevaluate that. So this is why recording your inventory is so important. After I plug in all the numbers to my spreadsheet, I batch up my receipts like this, and I keep them all in a large envelope for that year. And here's another great reason why you want to be organized. If you have to return something to a store, you can go to your spreadsheet, look up when you bought it, find the receipt, and return the item. You may be returning something because a customer returned it to you, or it came back in your FBA returns and it's returnable, but you don't want to try to sell it again. Some stores have up to a 90-day return policy. So if you've got that receipt, you can return that item and get your money back or exchange it for something else. This is definitely a case where being organized will save time and money. I'm guilty. In the past, I've needed to return something, can't find the receipt, spend an hour looking for it. That's an hour totally wasted. So with a good system, you can find the receipt you need quickly. And most stores are really cracking down on this. They're not going to allow a return without a receipt. Or if they do, you only get the sale price of the item and store credit. So this is where keeping up with your receipts and having a system will really save you time and money. Okay, so the last step is when something sells, you record your sales by copying the item out of your inventory spreadsheet and pasting it into the appropriate month on your sales spreadsheet. The spreadsheet I showed you earlier has tabs across the bottom for each month, so you can keep up with what you're selling all year, and it also has a year-end tab where it's calculating everything for you. So when you get to the end of the year, you can see your sales, your expenses, your fees related to your business that you've input. It's all there done for you. I do this every 2 weeks, but some sellers do it daily or weekly. Just do it regularly and keep up with it so that you'll know what is selling and what is not. So, quick summary: organize your purchases in a sorting area. Put your receipts in a designated area immediately as soon as you get home. Put your items away in an organized area. List your items or send in your FBA shipment. Record your purchases weekly, file away your receipts, and record your sales on a regular basis. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. For more resources for selling online, you can visit onlinesellingcoach.com. That's my membership site where we talk about selling on eBay and Amazon. FBAmoms.com. That's where you can purchase my ebook on selling on Amazon. Or visit my website at ebaysellingcoach.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.